13 long, long, long years. Welcome to the real world, filled with hoodies, earbuds, and the freedom to go to the bathroom between 1:38 and 2:20 every day. It is a huge honor to stand here tonight and give this speech, and I would like to express my gratitude to everyone who helped me become the person I am today. Thank you to all the teachers I've had during my time here at Stroudsburg for giving me the guidance and support I needed to get where I am today. Thank you to my parents and my sister Elizabeth for being the best and most encouraging role models I could ask for. And thank you to all of my friends who not only helped me get through high school, but who also made my experience here such a great one. Over the past 13 years that we've been in school, we've changed in so many great and unexpected ways. Each of us grew from that little kindergartner running to catch the bus every day into an independent, educated young adult. We've all had our ups and downs, unlike Mr. Brewski, who claims he's never had a bad day. But in the end, we've changed for the better. And as we've changed, we've seen the world change with us. We've witnessed smartphones revolutionize the world of technology, making Apple the first company to reach $1 trillion in value. We saw gay marriage become legalized in all 50 states. And this year, we saw the first ever image of a black hole, a landmark achievement in the world of science. As we enter the world as high school graduates, I ask each of you to set a goal for yourself. Find your passion. Find something you want to make a difference in, something you want to change for the better. These goals can come in many forms, but mine is to protect our planet's health. Since the year we entered kindergarten, the Earth has experienced 9 of the 10 hottest years ever recorded, and the average surface temperature of the Earth has risen about 1.5 degrees since the beginning of the 20th century. You may be thinking, 1.5 degrees isn't noticeable, why should I care? But this change has already melted glaciers, endangered species, and decreased the already limited supply of fresh water. Earth's temperature will only continue to rise at an alarming rate unless something is done about it. Another significant threat to our planet is the pollution of the oceans. There is an astounding 200 billion pounds of plastic in the oceans, causing the death of millions of marine animals every year. By the year 2050, plastic will outweigh fish in the oceans unless people of our generation make an effort to stop it. So, whether you care about the environment, social equality, world peace, the opioid crisis, medical advancements, or any other cause, I urge you to find your passion and act upon it. Thanks to Stroudsburg High School, we are fortunate enough to have received an education, so let's use it. Let's take action whenever we can. Let's discover new sources of renewable energy. Let's strive to provide equality to everyone. Let's be the generation of change. Whether we go on to college, trade school, the workforce, armed forces, or any other path, Stroudsburg High School has given us the background to succeed in whatever we wish to do in life. So now it's on us. It's time to make good choices, as both of the Hagums would say. It's time that we, Stroudsburg High School graduates of the class of 2019, take advantage of our education and make the world a better place so that each one of us can live a long, happy, and successful life. Thank you.
And now, delivering our class oration, I'd like to call forward the president of the class of 2019, Mr. Sergio Boutron.
Good evening, friends, family, relatives, administration, teachers, faculty, and staff, and most importantly, good evening, fellow classmates. In just a matter of seconds, I will begin my 30-minute long dreadful speech. I'm just kidding. It's actually 60 minutes. In a matter of minutes, a new chapter of our lives will commence. And finally, in a matter of an hour, we will have officially become graduates of Stroudsburg High School. Before I begin, I would like to pose a question to all of you. In the entirety of planet Earth, what do you believe is the most interesting, fascinating, and marvelous living being? It could be anything, an animal, a plant, or even Mr. Lanfranc. Hi, Mr. Lanfranc. Think about it for a second. Some of you might have thought about a giraffe, or perhaps a narwhal, maybe even a Venus flytrap. Or maybe you thought about Mr. Haytham as being the most interesting, fascinating, and marvelous living being. These are all great answers, but what I believe is the most interesting, fascinating, and marvelous living being are trees. You might be thinking that I may be a little bonkers, which I am. You may be asking, Sergio, out of all the living beings on this planet, why would you choose trees? I mean, they're practically everywhere and are nowhere near exciting compared to giraffes, narwhals, or even Venus flytraps. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we have overlooked the very nature of trees. These living giants can stand the test of time, living hundreds of years and growing hundreds of feet high into the sky. Just imagine, how can a seed the size of a pea or a penny grow into something several stories high despite all the obstacles it faces along its journey of life? Let's take a brief look at the life of a tree, perhaps a redwood tree. The tiny redwood seed first starts out as a sapling, growing at the dark depths of the forest floor, encouraged only by the sun's rays of hope and life. Even at such a young stage, the tree must overcome many hardships. It must fight its way up through the forest floor, competing with the towering trees nearby. The tiny redwood tree must then combat the elements, surviving torrential rains, raging wildfires, and the many predators within the forest. In the end, its fight for survival pays off. The redwood tree soars high into the forest, standing tall and glorious amongst other trees for generations to come. Classmates, we are trees. Once we were seedlings,